Long ago, war broke out between two races, humans and monsters. After a long battle, the humans emerged victorious and sealed the monsters underground. One day, a human climbed Mount Ebott and fell to the underground. As they traveled the world below, they made many monster friends along the way. But at the end of their journey, the human vanished, along with 6 human souls. And Asgore, the king of the monsters, was destroyed. Ever since then, the monsters continued to look for a way to leave the underground. For if one human can become friends with monsters, then perhaps there is a chance for humans and monsters to exist peacefully together. As friends, as family, and maybe even dating start. Ah, the controls. Well, hello everyone, my name is Peep Peep, and welcome to Dating Start. This is another Undertale Fangame where you can date. Hopefully this Fangame, they don't make Sans seem like such a jerk, because the last game, they made him seem like very rude, and I didn't like it. Like, I get it, Sans probably wouldn't be 100% okay with just dating some random human, when humans haven't really been the best, I guess, you know, since like war and stuff like that, even though most of the people who fell down were kids, if not all of them. Hopefully they don't make him rude in this game, please. Okay, so full screen, no thank you, screenshot S. Hopefully I will remember this. Let me take a picture of it actually really quick. Okay. Picture has been taken. Let's see. Enter the name of the fallen human. We're gonna go with Jeremy. Because that's me, I'm Jeremy. Ooh, you finally wake up after being unconscious for who knows how long. The room is quiet, save for the rustling of the golden flowers beneath you as you sit up. You sit still, taking in your surroundings. In your hand is a stick, but not just any stick. A Mount Ebott stick. It seems nice and sturdy, a bit heavy too. A few whacks won't be enough to break this thing. You must have grabbed it while you were falling. Falling? That's right. You had fallen. These golden flowers beneath you must have broken your fall. Granted, you still feel sore in some spots. As you look up, the walls of this room climb higher and higher and higher. With no end in sight, the only way to go is forward. Walking into the next room, you notice that it's quiet here too. There's not much except for a small patch of grass in the middle. I wonder if we're going to break the third wall here at all. Up ahead is a large stone doorway, much like the one you just walked through. You get the feeling you're not alone. Oh, it's Flowey. Howdy. Oh, the music is a little different. I'm Flowey. Flowey the flower. You're new to the underground, aren't ya? Golly, you must be so confused. Someone had to teach you how things work around here. After all, I can tell you're here for a very specific reason. Let me turn it down a little bit, my voice. You're looking for love, right? Why, look at your LV. You only have love of one. But from what I see in your soul, you have the potential for a max LV of 10. Luckily for you, I can help you out. Oh, are we not at determination or something? I have plenty of love to give, but only if you want it. So how about it? Do you want some love? Yeah, give me it. Give Flowey a nod, accepting his offer. Aw, I'm glad. Don't you worry. I'll take really good care of you. Down here, love is shared through little white friendliness pellets. Ready? Here you go. Don't be shy. Standing still, you watch as the friendliest pellets collide into your soul. Oh! Ooh. And then you feel them rack through your entire being. You double back, a sharp burning pain shooting through you. You idiot! Why would anyone pass up an opportunity like this? In this world, it's kill or be killed. Die! Flowey's laughter fades into the circle as a circle of bullets closes in on you. The gaps in the circle grow smaller and smaller until there's no escape. You feel the bullets single your entire being as they hover right above your soul. You shut your eyes tight. Nothing happens. Flowey is nowhere to be found. But you still feel like you're not alone. Human. What? Why? Okay. The stick that was in your hand snaps in half like it was nothing. You feel a presence behind you, waiting, and a voice seems to breathe right into your ear. Don't you know how to greet a new pal? Wait, Sans? Why is he here already? Turn around and shake my hand. What? Why is he here so soon? I heard, like, whenever he snapped the thing, I just assumed it wouldn't be him. Well, I assumed it would be, but so soon. Taking a deep breath, you turn around cautiously, but all you see is a silhouette. The shadow extends a hand to you. Then, after gathering the courage to do so, you reach out to take the stranger's hand. Aw, he's so cute! The old whoopee cushion and the hand trick. It's always funny. I'm Sans the skeleton. Can you believe that guy? Good thing he decided to leave you alone. So you're a human, right? Wow, I haven't seen a human down here since the last human that fell down here. You wouldn't happen to know that human, would you? Actually, don't answer that. It was kind of a weird question. Nah, it's not like every human that falls into the underground knows each other, right? Well, I mean, you never know. What if we all decided to form something and... Never mind. Anyway, I pass here every day to check if any humans have fallen. Don't worry, kiddo. I'm not going to capture anything. I'm just going to take you to see a friend of mine. So that's not the same thing? I'm sure she'd love to see another human. She used to check the ruins for humans herself. Lately, though, she's been pretty busy. So I've been helping her out, leading humans through the ruins. But you look like you're pretty independent, right? Why don't you go ahead without me? I'll catch up with you. Sans solders away, and through the doorway you just came from, you decide not to question it, and you decide not to question it and continue toward the doorway up ahead. The next few rooms are quiet, save for the crinkling leaves and soft splashings of water. You feel like you're wandering aimlessly, climbing up stairs and walking down hallways. The path seems simple enough, beginning to end, and yet it meanders along its journey, up and down, side to side. In one room there are switches clearly marked as correct, and tempting switch that isn't. Thankfully you don't have to do anything here. The path is already clear. And eventually you make it into a smaller room. Sans is already standing there, smiling at you. Heya, there you are. What took you so long? I was asked to help you feel more comfortable talking to monsters. I get it. Some of us can really rattle your bones, huh? The old lady said there'd be a dummy in this room, but I don't see one. Guess we'll have to improvise. I'll be the dummy. After all, you could call me a bit of a numbskull. But your breath catches in your throat as your soul leaps out. Anyways, kid, it's really simple. I'd be so scared if I saw my soul just out of me. Like, what is that? Give that back. All you gotta do is strike up a friendly conversation. Easy enough, right? Flirt. Is it too soon? No, it's not. You wink at Sans. Aw, he winks back. Yes, I already love Sans in this game. It seems like perfect Sans. He's not mean. I don't know why the fandom makes him so mean, but he seems like classic Sans. What? You got something in your eye? That's so cute. Joke. You make a bad pun about skeletons. Sans seems to have heard it already, but he chuckles anyway. Nice one, kiddo. That's so sweet. I'm not trying to crap on the other game, by the way. Both are really good games. I appreciate everyone's work. I'm just saying, I don't like people making mean. But look at him. I love this art. He's so, like, simple and cute. It's like a mixture between, like, whatever, Smash Bros. Talk. You ask Sans how he's doing. Sans simply shrugs. I can't complain. I got a ton of stuff done today. A skeleton. I love you so much. Talk. You ask Sans about his hobbies. Sans shrugs again. Hobbies, huh? Does snapping count? I would say so. Let's flirt again. You tell Sans you like his smile. You swear his smile widens. That is so cute. Tell you the truth. It's hard for me not to. Joke. Make a terrible pun about skeletons. Sans seems to have heard that one too. Not bad. You're pretty humorous, huh? Talk. Yeah, Sans about the weather. Sans seems to pick up on your awkwardness. The weather, kiddo. That's not a very engaging conversation topic. I think that's enough practice. I'm sorry. The weather isn't that bad. Sometimes I'm like, hey, the weather isn't too bad. Like today it's okay. It's kind of chilly though. It's like in the 40s, early 40s, whatever. Not the point, okay? Maybe this is getting awkward. You feel your soul retreat back into your chest. It's only now you realize that your heart is racing. Good news, bad news, kiddo. The bad news is, you could have had a better conversation with me. Oh, no, I'm sorry, I'll try next time. The good news is, you'll never have to engage in another counter just to interact with someone. That'd just be silly, and don't worry too much about making the right choices. The right choice. Just say and do what feels right at the time comes. No one's gonna judge you. I mean, unless you really screw up. Relax, buddy. It was just a joke. You'll be fine. Well, guess I should be taking you back to a new home. Don't worry. It's not too far. Not when I know a shortcut. Follow me. Sans leads you toward the doorway you just came from. You don't even have a second to think about how illogical it is. The second you step foot through the doorway, you fall into nothingness. Gaster? Dark, yet darker. You feel like you're floating and falling at the same time, weightless. You try to look at your hands. They aren't there. You can still feel them. Your reflex is to find something to grab onto, to ground yourself. There's nothing to hold onto. There's nothing. Period. But in the blink of an eye, your surroundings change. Oh! Maybe Sans teleported us? Your legs buckled as your feet touch the ground once again. Hey, kiddo. You okay? He did teleport us, didn't he? You try to gather your bearings, but your legs wobble, causing you to buckle once again. I got you, kiddo. Sans slides next to you, acting as a wall of support to keep you standing. Aw, you're so kind. I'm gonna die, because you're just so amazing. Careful there. Shortcuts can be pretty disorienting the first time around. I knew he did it. I knew it. I'm just that good. You finally managed to plant your feet on the ground, holding yourself up as best as you can. Sensing your steady stance, Sans steps away. It gets easier each time, don't worry. Sans, is that you? Hey, Atori. I've got someone I'd like you to meet. Oh, is that so? Aw, she's so cute. A human? Oh my. She flocks to your side, and you feel her very presence towering over you. Why, hello, my child. Though I suppose you seem to be much more older than a human child, are you not? Still, I cannot help but use that term of endearment. I hope that is all right. I appreciate you so much. You can call me a child, even though I'm 20, but it's fine. I found the human near the beginning of the ruins. Toriel's arms, fuzzy and warm, wrap around you in a protective hug. Oh, you poor innocent one. Do not be afraid. You are safe here. She lets you go and finally takes note of the cozy home you're in. The smell of buttery pie crust wafts through the air, lingering on your nose. But before you can get lost in the scent, the goat lady coaxes you out of your trance and with her gentle eyes. My name is Toriel, and I'm the caretaker of New Home. She is also the queen. Oh, Sans, there's absolutely no need for formalities. Do not focus on my title, my child. I'm just a silly old lady who worries too much. Speaking of, please allow me to check if you have any injuries. I promise I will not harm you. She hovers her hand over you, hesitant almost, as if you're made of glass. You don't appear to have any major injuries. That's incredible considering the height of Mount Everett's peak. However, it seems that you have a small scratch. She rests a gentle hand on your head. I feel 10 times better, thank you so much. My monotone voice. Anyways, a cool wave of magic flows over you, and your HP is restored. There. All is better. Looks like you got things taken care of here. I should get going. Are you sure you do not wish to stay a little longer, Sans? I have some snail pie left over from this morning if you'd like. Nah, I'm okay. As much as Pie would like that very much. My brother gets kinda crusty without his bedtime story. Your puns are always so fulfilling. Thank you for looking after the human, Sans. Have a good night. Sure thing, Tori. Night. Sans walks up to you and places a friendly hand on your shoulder. Take care of yourself, kid. I'm in love. Well, my child. Stay here, but worry not. The monsters will not harm you. I'm sure you will get along just fine with everyone. Perhaps you will become good friends with some of them. For now, however, you should get some rest. It's been a long day, has it not? Come, I will show you to your room. Toriel takes your hand and leads you down the hallway. As long as the hallway are golden flowers, they're similar to the ones that broke in your fall earlier. Once you both reach the end of the hallway, Toriel stops at the last door and leads you inside. Here you are. Please make yourself at home. There are some pajamas on the bed that you can change into. She gestures to the neatly folded stack of pajamas at the foot of the bed. I can wash your clothes so you can have something to wear tomorrow. Also, you'll find a special treat when you wake. She embraces you once again, swaying with you in the silent lullaby. We're a new home. We're not in her home. I'm kind of confused now. I know it can't be daunting, being in a new world without anyone you know. Oh, perhaps I can tell you a bedtime story to put you at ease. Go ahead and change into the pajamas. I'll be right back with some hot chocolate. Yeah, hot chocolate! Toriel steps out of the room, leaving the door open just a crack. You kick off your shoes and change into the pajamas, setting aside your clothes at the foot of the bed. And you clumsily climb into bed and pull the blanket over you. Eventually, Toriel returns with a mug of hot chocolate. Yummy! Handful of mini marshmallows sits atop a dull top of whipped cream. She hands it to you, and you take a sip. The rich, warm chocolate makes you feel like you're drinking a comfortable hug. If you're settled, my child, I brought a story to read to you. It's called The Little Snail in the Big New Town. Toriel tucks the covers around you so you're nice and snug. She then sits on the edge of the bed. Once upon a time, there was a little snail that moved to a big new town. At first, the snail was scared. They didn't know what they wanted to do in this new place, and the snail felt very lonely. But one day, the snail met some very nice friends. It made them feel very welcome. They even met a special friend whom they grew very close to. With these newfound friends, the little snail wanted to explore everything. They watched a movie. They had a picnic in the park. They even got to watch fireworks on top of a building. And though the town was still very big for a little snail, the snail didn't feel so lonely anymore. The end. With a smile, Toriel closes the book. I hope you enjoyed the story. I know you're probably too old to listen to bedtime stories, but I thought it would help you feel more at home. For now, please try to get some rest. I'll be here if you need me. Good night. Good night. Good night, Mom. Wait, why is that? Oh, okay. Dang, I didn't know. Oh, I feel so silly. But can I go back? Okay, let me say good night, Mom. I'm gonna say that. Good night, Mom. Did you just call me Mom? Call me whatever you like. After you finish the hot chocolate, Toriel takes an empty mug from you. Standing up, she places the storybook on the shelf. Then she picks up the clothes you left at the foot of the bed. Sweet dreams, my child. Please tell me that Asri and Chara had this book read to them. The lights linger a little longer, but with a flip of a switch, they're out. And the sound of the door closing signals Toriel's leave. A wave of exhaustion washes over you, and you finally allow sleep to claim you. Dating start. It's morning when you wake. At least, it feels like it's morning. It's hard to tell when the sun has nowhere to seep through. Your body feels well rested, continuing to sink into the soft mattress in hopes of staying there. Well, I mean, you can go into the beginning of the ruins to see if it's daytime or not still. I don't know why you'd walk right back there to care. As you glance around the room, you notice something on top of the bookcase. Pulling off the covers, you slip out of bed. There's a plate with a slice of pie. The aroma of butterscotch and cinnamon mingles in the air. Right next to it are your clothes, washed and folded with a note on top. Be good, alright? It says be good, alright? You carefully set aside the note and change into your clothes. They're soft, with hints of lignon and lavender. But the medley of butterscotch cinnamon pie calls to you. Eat the pie now or save it for later. Let's save it for later. Decide to take it with you, saving it for later. Just then you feel the faint presence of someone's soul buzzing around. You slip on your shoes and step into the hallway, curious to whom it could be. Glancing around, all you see are the golden flowers among the gray tones. Was it Flowey? There isn't anyone here. You decide to walk down the hallway until you reach the foyer. With each step you take, the energy of the soul's presence gets more and more boisterous, until finally it seems loud and clear. Oh, it's a Papyrus! Lady Asgore must have left already. I'll just go ahead and... Oh my god! Is that... That must be... It is! Oh my god! Hello, human. It is nice to meet you. It is very nice to meet you. I, the great Papyrus, captain of the Royal Guard, have been expecting you. I've been awaiting this very moment since yesterday. Not worry, I am not here to capture you. I'm only here on very important royal business. I was watering the flowers. My brother Sans was supposed to be here with me. He told me he'd introduce me to you. However, he was napping all night and into the morning as usual. Who needs 7-hour naps at night? I love him so much. Well, since he won't be waking up anytime soon, would you care to go on a date with me? And by date, I mean a friendly friends date. As friends. Wait, we can't have a friendly friends date unless we're friends first. I will correct this immediately. Ahem, human. Will you be my friend? Yes. Nyeh, we're friends now. Hangout start. With that, Papyrus snatches your hand and runs out the door with you in tow. The world changes around you, turning into a wonderful wonderland of snow, framed by the tall pine trees. It surprises you how it got so cold so quick. Papyrus opted to take you on a boat ride to get here, and the whole time the skeleton rambles about your surroundings. As the boat finally drifts to a stop, Papyrus leaps out and gestures around him. Here we are. Thank you, mysterious river person, for going out of your way to drop us up here. You thank the river person as well and stop off the boat, your feet crunching into the freshly fallen snow. The hooded figure simply nods. Tra-la-la. If at first you don't succeed, try again. Or don't. It doesn't really matter. And they push off, the boat rejoining the flow of the river. Papyrus bumbles around you, buzzing with excitement. Welcome to Snowdon. I hope you like puzzles, human. It is customary for monsters to bombard humans with lots of riveting puzzles of all shapes and sizes. For today, I thought it would be fun to begin with a maze. Do not worry, I will be with you every step of the way. However, that does not mean that I will give anything away. With this way, You stick close as he leads the way. Despite his energy pouring out in spades, he takes extra care to guide you. The tree begins to overtake the path, until finally the path branches. Papyrus marching comes to a halt. Well, human, prepare to be impressed and thoroughly bamboozled. I give you the labyrinth of twisting confusion, crafted and created by yours truly. Take all the time you'd like to solve it. And if you get stuck, you can talk to me for encouragement. But know this, I will not reveal the correct answer. So human, which way would you like to go? Hold on 1 second. Okay, so I think we're gonna go right. You tell Fire she'd like to go right. Very well, human. This way. And he whisks you down the path you choose. You make your way along the snowy trail, the trees stretching out in front of you. Eventually reach another fork in the road. Oh! They made this themselves. Very cool. Looks a little different, though. I like it. Here we are. At another, destination. Which way shall you go? Let's talk to him. I believe in you, human. I'm sure you'll get this one right. Right. Tell Fire you'd like to go right. Say no more, human. Right. Shall we go? And the two of you are racing through the maze again. Fires keeps an eye on you the whole time as he jogs by your side, leading you to the next area. You come to a halt as the trail branches once again. You feel Pyra's soul skipping with excitement. Here we are, human. The final part of this maze. I've saved something for a bit of a challenging for the end. This time there are 3 possible paths. Which would you like to take? Left. Fires you like. Very well. Shall we? Fires guide you down the path you picked, taking care so you don't get lost. Enough, you feel a strange sort of familiarity. You and Pyres come to a stop. I'm sorry, human, but you didn't make it through the maze. We're actually back at the beginning. You picked the correct path once, but you picked the incorrect path twice. I'm afraid you'll have to start all over again. That's okay. I'll be right here to help you. Just remember, you will type the correct answer. Okay, so it's... Oh, here we are. Okay. So it's right, left, and straight, by the way. So, you both walk down a little farther through the area until Pyre stops once again. He dashes a little ahead of you and throws his arm into the air. Wowee! You managed to find your way out of the labyrinth of twisting confusion. I knew you could do it. I must say I'm very impressed with your maze-solving abilities. The tall skeleton swings you around, his soul practically heating up the frosty air. After a minute or two, he sets you back down and clears his throat. Now, this next puzzle is not made by me. It's made by my brother, Son. For God's sake, Sans! On the ground in front of you is a mere piece of paper. You pick it up. Suddenly you feel your personal bubble popped as Pyre shoves his face next to yours. He looks over your shoulder. What did he even? A crossword puzzle? Human, I apologize on behalf of my brother. He provided you as a puzzle so easily. It's insulting. Yeah. The snow crunches as Sans appears next to his brother. If Papyrus had eyeballs, he would have rolled them far back into his skull. So you're finally awake, Sans. How very nice of you to join us. The human and I have already bonded, and we even solved the labyrinth of twisting confusion. Nice, bro. Yes, it is very nice. If you would like to accompany us, I was going to see if I could find more puzzles to pick at. But isn't it about time for you to water the throne room flowers again? You're right. How could I have almost neglected my duties? Human, we will pick this up later. Thank you for the wonderful time. And Sans, perhaps you should recalibrate your puzzles. A crossword? Really? It's not even today's crossword puzzle. Were you doing anything important this morning? I was doing something very important. And what would that be? Sleeping. Rah! I don't have time for this. And he just leaves. Pyrus runs off into the air, somehow crossing a non-existent bridge over your head. Sans turns his attention to you, a spark of twinkling pride in his eyes. My brother is so cool. Anyway, all that running around must have made you hungry. Let's go to Grillby's. It's not too far from here, especially when I know a shortcut. Sans walks on ahead and you follow its suit. It doesn't take long for the empty void to embrace you. The lingering scent of snow and pine dissolves into the aroma of grease and sandalwood smoke. The frigid air that once pricked your skin melts with a fireplace's warmth. Patrons are engaging in delightful chatter as the smell of food and drinks entices you. Sans nudges you with his elbow. Fast shortcut, huh? He turns his attention to the Patreons, greeting the room with a lazy shrug. Hey, everyone. You trail behind him as he makes his way over to the bar. Various monsters turn to greet him as he walks by. Hey, Sans. Hi, Sans. Greetings, Sans. Hiya, Sansy. Sans, weren't you here this morning? This morning? Nah, it couldn't have been me. I could barely get my, ectolium out of bed. A collective snickering burst from the group. Sansy, save that for the show. Worried I'll turn up bone dry? Relax, I got a ton of material for tonight. Skeleton. And the bar transforms from snickering into scattering, wheezing, chortling, and shaking, and head shakes. With a playful little wink, Sans motions to one of the bar stools. Here, get comfy. You climb onto the stool and take a seat. Oh no. Whoops. Watch where you sit. Sometimes weirdos put a whoopee cushion on the seats. Anyway, let's order. So, what do you want? Burger. Hey, that sounds pretty good. Santa flags down a humanoid flame monster behind the bar. Girlby, we'll have a double order of burg. Girlby nods and retreats into the back room. It's a little quieter without the sound of crackling flames. Somehow he isn't setting the wood on fire. Sans interrupts your gawking. So, did you have a great time with my bro? Pyrus is very great. Pyrus is lame. He's great. Yeah, my brother's the coolest. You'd be cool too if you wore that costume all day. He's captain of the Royal Guard, which is, in my opinion, is very impressive. The warmth returns as the bartender emerges from the back room. After setting the plates down in front of you, Gurley goes back to cleaning glassware. A golden bun houses the patty, melted cheese coating from the sides. The savory smell invites you to take a big bite. But before you can do so, Sans dangles a bottle in front of you. You want some ketchup? Yeah! You accept Sans' offer as he hands the bottle over to you. I love ketchup, by the way. It's so good. Here you go. You take the bottle and tilt it over your food with the utmost care. But it seems like all your care is for naught. Now your brunch is swimming in a pool of red. I would still eat it. Sans chuckles at the ketchup, Catastrophia. How'd that happen, kiddo? Here, you can have mine. I'm not really hungry anyway. Chuckling once again, he pushes his plate into your direction. Oh yeah, I wanted to ask you something. Do you know what love is? Yeah. So you know all about it. Level of violence and all that. Quantifies how easily it is for you to hurt others. LV for short. Not to be confused with love, which is completely different. But I'm sure you already know what that is. I just figured I should tell you how the underground works. You know, since you're gonna be stuck here with us. You ask Sans what he means by that. Yeah, sorry to be the bearer of bad news. You see, there's a barrier that traps everyone in the underground. And they say the only way to shatter the barrier is with 7 human souls. But you're really the only human around right now. We, Asgore, did have 6 souls before you arrived. But then Asgore was destroyed. And the souls and the last human, they all disappeared. I thought Asgore was gone, but I wasn't really too sure. Wow. Don't worry, we're not going to take your soul. I'm not going to lay a scratch on you. And that's not just because of the discreet. I promised Toriel I'd watch over any human that fell down here. And since you haven't proven yourself to be anything else, that includes you. Sans pauses a moment, mulling over his next words before speaking again. Look, I hate making promises. But if it makes you feel any better, I'll promise that to you, too. Technically, it's just the same promise, but a little more personalized. Sounds good? Hopping off the bar stool, he looks to you with open arms, inviting you into a hug. Yes! 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 I promise to look out for you, kiddo. Hug him! Sorry for the yelling. Really sorry. You hop down from the bar stool and take a moment to look at him, your hands fumbling at your sides. Then, taking your chance, you wrap your arms around him. Sans bursts in laughter and you push him away with a snort. Whoopee cushion in the hoodie. Why? At least they hugged you. That's all that matters. That's a new gag I'm working on. Thanks for testing it out. Now what do you say we get out of here? I actually have a favor I need to ask you. He nods to Grilby behind the counter. Thanks, Grilby. Put it on my tab. Then he shuffles toward the door and you follow him out. As you walk along the river, you immediately notice the absence of glistening white of Snowdon. You can hear the rustling water watching as it cascades over the many ledges that line the caverns. Your footsteps seem to hush the whispering static lingering in the air. You walk a little further, eventually reaching a small station. It's reminiscent of a lemonade stand or a hot dog stand. Welcome to Waterfall, in my second sentry station. He leans against the sentry post and flashes the laziest jazz hands to you. Pretty neat, huh? So how about that favor? I'm actually looking for my telescope. I was hoping you could help me find it. I know it's somewhere here, and we can cover more ground if we split up. So why don't you look for it up ahead? I'll look for it right here. Sam stands behind his sentry post, eye sockets barely keeping open. Yep, you go ahead. I'll let you know if I find it. And he slumps over the counter face down. Upon closer inspection, you can hear snores rumbling from his skull. You decide to press on without him. Oh, he's so tired. And continue on through the waterfall caverns. Beautiful music. I love waterfall so much. And the rushing and crashing of the falls calms and quiets into a whisper. The silent sounds of static shuffle through the air. A soft glow emanates from the rocks and water in a strange, faded luminescence that dances across every surface. You stop to admire the blue light as it reflects off your skin. Just then a voice rings out. I'm great, and this is me yelling about how great I am. I'm great, and this is me yelling about how great I am. You observe your surroundings, but you don't notice a soul. Another voice, meeker in tone, mumbled across the water. I'm great, and oh. I'm great, and oh. You could have sworn the voice is right next to you. And that's when you notice the flowers. All over the marsh are blue flowers. Some are growing by the water, some along the cavern path. They glow with that same faded luminescence. You notice two of them that continue to repeat the words you just heard. I'm great, and this is me yelling about how great I am. I'm great, and oh. But eventually the voices fade away as the flowers gossip to each other, and no one in particular. You remain still, listening to the whispering as it blends in with the babbling of the water. But then you hear another flower softly speak up above the static. Hi. And you tiptoe around trying to find the flower. Hi. Behind you. Flowey. Oh no! It's Undyne! You move around, only to find a menacing figure stalking its prey. The silhouette smiles, teeth glinting. It takes a step forward, and then another. Jump scare! And then another, until it bolts for you. The shadow grabs you in a headlock, and then you feel a fist rubbing into the top of your head. Yeah! Welcome to the underground, punk! The figure lets you go, interrupting with a loud and unruly laugh while you stumble backwards. You should have seen the look on your face! That was priceless! Hey, Alphys, come over here, it's a human! Hi. Oh my god, I didn't think I was going to meet you so soon. I'm actually not ready for this. So you must be the human that the Queen texted us about last night. Nice to meet you. I'm Undyne. And I'm a Dr. Alphys. Man, I stutter a lot too. Sorry for all the screaming earlier. The echo flowers probably didn't help either. Alphys, you weren't even screaming. You gotta work on that. Hey, you okay, punk? I told you the noogie was a bit much. Lighten up, human. Don't look so terrified. I'm not gonna fight you. Unless it's a fight you were looking for. Let's spar! You tell Undyne you want to spar with her. Wait, seriously? Her entire stance changes. She bends her knees and pulses into the ground. Her eyes glisten as if reflecting your very own determination. You want a showdown, huh? Finally, I've been looking for someone to spar with. But Undyne, we shouldn't fight the human, remember? Don't you worry, Alphys. I won't treat the human like an enemy. This'll be just a friendly spar. That I'll win! Undyne digs her heel behind her, hunching down and smirking at you. Alright, punk, let's see what you're made of. Without so much of a ready, set, go, she lunges at you. Duck, stand still. Duck! You duck just in time. Your attack barely grazes the top of your head. Hey, nice dodge. But let's see you take a swing at me. Give me all you got! Clash, pet. Run! Clash. You clash against Undyne with all your might. But you take care not to hurt her. She pushes back, but you can tell she's only using a fraction of her strength. A hearty laugh bellows from her as she tightens her stance. Heck yeah! That fighting spirit! That's what I like to see. For a moment, her stance softens. I think I'm gonna like you, punk. Undyne strengthens her stance once again. She shoves you back. Well, don't be afraid to show me what you're made of. Let's make this spar to remember. Wait! You and Undyne hold your positions as Elphys barrels in between you. I'm sorry, I know that this is exciting for you both, but we really need to head back to the lab. There's some experiments I need to finish up, and some human history I have to review, and Undyne looks like she's deflating, but she walks over to Elphys and rubs the top of her head. Alright, Elphys, we'll head back. Nice meeting ya, human. We'll pick this up later. Bye. That was fun. I like that. I like that a lot. You hear the pitter-patter of their steps and the chitter-chatter of their conversations bounce across the cavern. I think I'm going to leave this episode off here. It's almost 45 minutes long, and I think we're